Western cities could greatly benefit by stealing some ideas from Bavaria. Just 30 kilometers outside of Munich, a metropolis of 2 million people, the Bavarian countryside is immaculate. As beautiful as it is, what's amazing is unseen. No giant freeways, billboards, or sprawling development. There isn't a city in the United States where you can be so close to an urban center, yet still enjoy rural countryside like this. Some might argue they've retained their charm because their economy is stagnant. This might be true for some cities in Europe, but it's definitely not true here. With a very low unemployment rate and very high average wages, Munich is a European economic powerhouse. So how have they managed to have a strong economy without giant freeways and a massive infrastructure?
I don't need a car. I've been living here for officially, well, since 2004, and I don't have a car. The system here is very affordable. For instance, you can get what they call a Bavarian ticket, and you can travel anywhere within Bavaria for 29 euros, up to 5 people on a single ticket, and that's the whole day's travel. So I can go from Munich to the mountains for like a day, come back that evening, and every town, as much as they might be separate, every town has its own bus system. They don't all have undergrounds, they don't have S-Bahns, but they all have bus system.
Here you find one of the most efficient mass transit operations in the world, Deutsche Bahn. It's so efficient, there is no way this train is going to wait for me, even if I'm a little bit late. So as you can see, my travel partners are a little bit worried. But check this out. The Deutsche Bahn transit map shows an incredibly intricate, yet highly effective method for transporting over 1 million people every day in every possible direction. Even distant lakes like this one can be visited by rail. I knew I'd make my train. However, there's another way Munich has managed to maintain a strong economy without resorting to the American growth model of sprawling development. In Bavaria, they have built bike paths everywhere. In this country, even their most famous castle, Neuschwanstein, can be visited by bicycle. Heading back to Munich, there's an abrupt change from farmland to city. In the center of Munich, you find Marienplatz. Marienplatz is arguably the most German place in all of Germany. So what in tarnation are these guys doing here? That's what I wanted to find out. I found out the streets of Munich lured these guys from Texas and Alaska because this German square offers more lucrative opportunities than back home. Around another corner we find this orchestra. The city of Munich holds auditions for selected areas where they allow street performers. And the streets of Munich are not second-rate venues. They attract many talented and well-trained musicians. Some other performances I captured when I didn't have my broadcast camera were this drum band playing inside of a subway tunnel. This recording does not do justice at all for these incredible musicians. A few streets away we find a courtyard right off what might be considered Main Street. However, their Main Street in Munich is closed to motor vehicles. It's an amazing scene from my Utah perspective. A very busy street without any cars. And streets like this are all over Bavaria in both large and small cities alike. Here is something like a bicycle freeway that was a main outlet road out of Marienplatz. Another oddity found everywhere are hundreds of shops that appear during the day and disappear at night. The city of Munich licenses hundreds of permits for street shops. Streets without cars have plenty of space for coffee shops without shops. There's also many small restaurants and vegetable stands operating in the midst of the pedestrian walkway. Here just off the main bike freeway is an excellent fast food restaurant concept. A bike-through bakery. Now back down into the subway tunnel and we're off to a place that is considered a crown jewel of Munich. This is the Olympia Center. Below BMW headquarters is the main freeway heading in and out of Munich. At 6 p.m., as you can see, there is no traffic problem. This despite their very wussy freeway by all American standards. The view from the top of Olympia Tower is awesome. The abrupt change from city to open space and farmland is a sight unimaginable in the United States. Still on the topic of crown jewels of Munich, here's another. Back down to the streets below, we're strolling through the largest public park in the world, Englische Gardens. Here, engineers designed a cement rock under this river to provide the perfect way for river surfing. Englische Gardens offers a clothing optional side to their main river. The people out of focus on the other side are in fact naked. But we defer the right to show this kind of footage to other less reputable websites. Here's where our tour concludes. In a beer garden. That is a garden in a public park where you can drink the delicious Hofbräu Original and eat a giant pretzel. As you can see, everyone here is very happy. A toast to a fine city, and hope that Salt Lake City and other great western cities, which are growing huge very quickly, might not copy, because that's not cool, but just steal some of the great ideas found in this place. A place that has half as many obese people as we do.